Yo, how's it going? So Pizza Hut hasn't been doing so well. Um, I completely agree with that, honestly, because man, the last time I had Pizza Hut, bro, it was nasty. Um, I'm not even gonna lie. For me personally, um, I think it was because like I'm a huge fan of the like marinara sauce, and the marinara sauce I had was just so sour, and it just upset my stomach. And that was the last day I had Pizza Hut, and it kind of like the also like the crust was kind of not that well too. It was really greasy. It was like a. But anyway, yeah. So that was my experience, last experience with Pizza Hut, and then I said, nah, I'm not. I'm cool off that. You know, I always go Marco's now. Marco's Pizza for me is like the go-to personally. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. But anyway, let's see what's been going on with Pizza Hut though.
Failed franchises, bankruptcies, and almost no growth in revenue for the last 10 years. This
But at least it's consistent.
is the sad reality for Pizza Hut, who have had so many store closures that there's now a subreddit dedicated to finding former Pizza Hut restaurants. To
Wait a
understand
minute.
why Pizza Hut Reddit
Hold up.
dedicated to finding former Pizza
Is that a church? Ain't no way they made a Pizza Hut church.
Hut
Hey, big
restaurants.
ups
To
to the
understand why
church,
Pizza Hut has lost
whoever
almost
put that
half
there.
of its market share over the last 20 years, we have to begin by asking the following question. Why was Pizza Hut so unique and successful in the first place? Back in the 1990s, Pizza Hut had a reputation for having some of the craziest yet most unique and successful pizza designs, which were not only delicious, but also gave the public a reason to talk about the business.
I think even when I was younger, well, I could yeah, like in two thousands, yeah. Like I was always a Domino's person though. Even then, like I wasn't really a person that would get hyped up for Pizza Hut. I was kind of be like, oh, okay. Like I wasn't, I can't see that one either because like I feel like there were still better franchises there.
In 1993, Pizza Hut released the Bigfoot, a massive 2 feet long by 1 foot wide square pizza creation, with the
Sheesh.
Bigfoot accounting for 18% of total sales. There was also the cheeseburger crust pizza, the hot dog crust pizza, and the cornflakes crust.
Oh, bro, I remember the cornflakes. Ugh, but I remember the corn dog one. Yo, I, ugh, that's just
Pizza.
nasty.
However, none of these were as
Cornflakes.
successful as the now famous stuffed crust pizza, which achieved sales of 1 billion in the first year, boosting Pizza Hut's stock price by roughly 50%. Of
Yeah, that was
course, this
cool.
strategy led to the occasional flop, such as their controversial lasagna pizza, which was described in a review as the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life genuinely. But for the most part, these experiments seemed to help
Ew.
Pizza Hut stand
What
out
is
from
that?
the crowd, especially when they were served in their distinct dine-in restaurants. These restaurants added a social element to pizza, turning it into an event as opposed to just another meal. The early memories that we all have of going to dine in at our local Pizza Hut are infinitely more memorable than the hundreds of times we've ordered takeaway from Domino's.
I I've never dined into a Pizza Hut, and I kind of already forgotten that you could have that used to be a thing. That's crazy. I didn't know about the buffet part though, like where they had like laid out all pizzas and stuff. That's crazy. I never
During the
knew that.
dine-in days, Pizza Hut had something that physically separated them from the competition.
Big
Nobody could
facts.
offer an experience quite like Pizza Hut, providing them with unbelievable levels of success, especially in the early days. Pizza Hut had the monopoly on pizza and you paid through the nose for one. At first, they had to educate the dining public with little signs saying, pizza is traditionally eaten with the fingers. For the first few years, I remember that there was no takeaway, dine-in only. I remember that a family-sized pizza cost around $20. Nowadays, that would equate to probably $50 or more for a pizza. People
Damn.
paid it because they were experiencing this delicious food for the first time. The Pizza Hut dine-in experience was seemingly profitable in the beginning, but this didn't mean that it was going to be successful forever. Some insane anecdotes claim that a new source destroyed Pizza Hut dine-in completely, or that dine-in was destroyed by their staff choices. However, the main issue seemed to come from other competing pizza brands who were specializing in delivery. There's something about pizza that makes it perfect for eating at home. The box acts as a plate, there's no cutlery needed, and the compact design of pizza reduces the potential for mess. Domino's
Facts.
began to take
Big
advantage
facts.
of this at a time when Pizza Hut didn't even offer delivery. In fact, Pizza Hut only began delivering pizzas 27 years after launching their business, doing so because they saw how successful Domino's was. The convenience of delivery meant that you didn't need to go to a dine-in restaurant if you wanted to eat pizza. And if you did desperately want all you all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut, you could literally just go to any all-you-can-eat restaurant offering pizza and eat your 8 slices along with 100 other food options. Pizza was no longer an exclusive thing in the same way that it was in the early days of Pizza Hut. This lack of exclusivity in combination with delivery also shifted people's perceptions of how prestigious pizza was. As mentioned earlier, Pizza Hut adopted the dine-in model when pizza was an exclusive new dish from Italy. However, Domino's and delivery in general turned pizza into just another fast food.
Like, how long has pizza like been in the States? Like, because it seems like from the 80s and back, we never had pizza. Like from the 80s and back to like going back. Oh my god! But anyway, from the 80s and on, that's when we discovered pizza. Like everyone's like, "Holy shit! Look, there's pizza." Yeah. What? I thought pizza was around for more longer than that. Like in the States, I thought it's been around since like I don't know, like 50s, 60s. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Like it just feels like
Pizza Hut became
it's
no
always been
fancier
there.
than McDonald's or KFC, so why would you take your family to eat there as a special occasion? Then there was Pizza Hut's increased pricing and decreased quality. Overnight, the price went up from $6.49 to $8.49. The high school students, previously a common sight, disappeared. With fewer people, the quality suffered. Pizza Hut was always more expensive than the alternatives, affordable only when getting second, third, fourth pizzas at a reduced price. But it got more expensive. The pizza remained very greasy and people started eating low carb. There are better alternatives, especially
That was
for
my
that money.
big beef
Pizza Hut
with
CFO
Pizza
David
Hut.
Gibbs made the claim that having dine-in restaurants is now a negative for the business, stating the challenge Pizza Hut faces is that it has a large dine-in business. Dine-in is waning in relevance. In other words, Pizza Hut needs to focus less on dine-in and more on what people want, which is to take their pizza with them. This was also highlighted by Artie Stars, the president of Pizza Hut USA, who stated the biggest problem that Pizza Hut is facing is perception, explaining that many of its customers don't associate Pizza Hut with delivery. Stars said the facade of its locations reinforces this idea, and it isn't helping to lure in diners. When you drive by the location, it doesn't scream "we deliver." To promote delivery to its customers, Pizza Hut delivered pizza to space, the Oscars, and the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, but it still seems as though they aren't competitive on delivery. And on the topic of Pizza Hut in comparison to its
A for
competition,
effort.
we should also highlight that Pizza Hut is extremely uncompetitive from a health perspective. Their standard pepperoni pizza contains a whopping 8,153 kilojoules, equal
Jesus.
to almost 2,000 calories, which is close to the entire recommended daily adult calorie intake, and has almost twice as many calories as Domino's pepperoni pizza, which has 4,453 kilojoules, or a little over 1,000 calories. But it's not fair to make this point unless we see the size and quality of each pizza, so we ordered a pepperoni from Domino's before doing the same with the nearby Pizza Hut in order to compare the two different pizzas.
Okay.
As mentioned, the Domino's pepperoni came in at 1,064 calories, while the Pizza Hut pepperoni came in at 1,948 calories. And with the Pizza Hut pepperoni costing double the price of the Domino's pepperoni, you might expect that the Pizza Hut pizza would be double the size. However, as you can tell from the opening, this isn't the case whatsoever. The Domino's pizza
Damn. They just both look gross. They just both look nasty. Oh man. uh, yeah, but like look at the Pizza Hut looks a little more gross. It looks a little more burnt. Like all that pepperoni and like this one slice is crazy. It's just What happened
Pizza
to the
had a surface
Domino's
area
though
of
one?
510 square centimeters, while the Pizza Hut pizza had a surface area only 12% larger at 572 square centimeters. Additionally, the Pizza Hut pepperoni weighed in at 1.46 pounds, making it only 7% heavier than the Domino's pizza at 1.36 pounds. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, their pizza definitely presented and subjectively even tasted better than Domino's. However, with the Pizza Hut pepperoni being double the price and double the calories with no real distinct advantage, it becomes obvious as to why Pizza Hut has become uncompetitive. When looking at Pizza Hut's menu, you'll also notice that the days of Pizza Hut trying wacky, unconventional designs are certainly long gone. The only crazy product that they have on their website is a range of pizzas which use a chicken schnitzel as the base, but apart from that, almost everything else on the menu feels like something you could get from Domino's at a cheaper price.
For real.
Nowadays, there's so many restaurants, not just dedicated pizzerias, that offer pizza on their menu that you can simply get better quality food at discounted low prices at other places. It's not even worth using Pizza Hut for pizza anymore. You'll get better results elsewhere. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, they did try to overhaul the menu back in 2014 when they introduced their biggest brand evolution ever called Flavor of Now, which introduced countless different new fancier menu items and was described as the biggest change the Pizza Hut and the pizza category has ever seen. However, their new upscale approach had minimal impact on Pizza Hut's revenue, which actually declined by $100 million in the same year that they implemented Flavor of Now, which becomes even worse if you consider that during the same time period, Domino's sales grew from $10 billion to $15.8 billion. And if we instead look at older data, we can see that the average sales per store has barely changed since 2006, which is about the point where the dine-in model died. While a consistent $12 billion per year over the last 10 years still seems like a pretty awesome
that's what
scenario,
I think. Is like at least
the
it's
growth
consistent.
experienced by competing pizza brands has led Pizza Hut's market share to decrease from 25% in 1995 to 14.3% in 2016. 2016 also marked the year where Pizza Hut lost their 45-year-long title of the world's largest pizza brand to Domino's. However, their stagnant revenue has caused significantly worse problems than simply losing.
Honestly, I kind of think Little Caesars the biggest pizza chain. Like I see more Little Caesars than I do see Pizza Hut. I mean Domino's. I think I see more Little Caesars. Yeah, I think Little Caesars taking over, but then again, their prices are kind of skyrocketing every here and there. Like long are the days gone with for $5 pizzas now.
Losing some
Like
arbitrary
7.14.
title.
It's like
For example,
$7.
in August 2019,
7.36.
Pizza Hut announced that they plan on shutting down over 500 underperforming stores in the US. And exactly 1 year after that, in August 2020, Pizza Hut's largest franchisor, MPC, announced that they were bankrupt, having roughly $1 billion in debt, forcing them to close 300 of their Pizza Hut franchises and put their remaining 927 stores up for sale, representing 1/5 of every Pizza Hut restaurant in America. 1 month after this, Pizza Hut announced that they'd be closing more than 10% of its stores in the UK, with this taking place in the very same year that Domino's and Papa John's had net gains of 17.6% and 15.9% respectively.
I've never tried
Pizza
Papa
Hut was
John's.
undergoing a logo change, although not to something fresh representing a bright future, but rather to the same logo used during the Pizza Hut glory days of 1974 to 1999. Pizza Hut's chief brand officer Marianne Radley stated, "Embracing our iconic Pizza Hut logo is recognition of a time period where Pizza Hut unequivocally reigns supreme because that's where the future is headed. However, at the same time, it feels as though they're desperate to remind the world that Pizza Hut still exists, and this doesn't sound like the kind of play made by a company who's going to be reigning supreme anytime in the near future."
Damn. Yeah, no, man. You hate to see it, you hate to see someone, go down like this, but it's just, yeah, man, there's so many, and I feel like there's so many better options outside of Domino's and all that. Like, I know there's like little like chains that are coming up, like where you can go in and like, I forgot to, like, there's other pizza places that are like nice, smaller, and like you can add like more toppings and have more stuff. There's a little more like oomph to it, than compared to like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars. Like there's other little pizza chains coming around that's like they taste so much better and then have like, better options for you that doesn't feel like you're eating like fucking grease and all fat in it, like there's so many more options. But again, I go back to Marco's. Marco's, when it comes to like, is like such a good pizza. For the price that it has, it's a good pizza for me personally.